Welcome to the Chris Harold Show, where we help coaches, consultants, and experts go from overworked, overwhelmed, and underperforming to enjoying a full sales pipeline and more revenue in order to fulfill your kingdom assignment and create an eternal legacy using our God's masterpiece rapid success system. Welcome your host, Christopher Harold.
Hey, what's going on, my friend? Welcome to the Chris Harold Show. I am Chris Harold, and I help Christ-centered coaches, consultants, and experts go from overworked, overwhelmed, and underperforming to a full sales pipeline and more revenue, but not how you think. So, in this episode here, what I want to talk about with you today, my friend, is how to create a six-figure business in 90 days. What I want to talk about today is how do you create a six-figure business in 90 days. And what I want to share with you is what happened with me. Then I'm going to share some things with you, some practical things that you can begin to do right now. Now, by me being able to share this, first and foremost, I have to be able to do this myself, right? Well, what's amazing is that not that long ago, literally, we went to complete zero less than 2 years ago. I lost all my clients. Business went out the window. It was pretty bad. And God gave me a new assignment, a new audience, and a brand new coaching and consulting business. And I began to leverage something that I call the KVE technique. You'll find out more about in our multi-day event. And what was amazing about that was, prior to that, I have never created a six-figure business. Shucks. I believe the most I had ever earned was $39,000 in a year. In a year, right? And when I began to implement this, literally in a 2-month span, we did like $160,000. It was like, I think it was $140,000. It was like $70,000 one month, $65,000 the next. That's like what, $135,000, something like that. So literally, I became a six-figure business in like 60 days, right? Now, how is that possible? How can someone go from $39,000 a year to six figures in 60 days? Well, here's the deal. In order for you to create a six-figure business, number one, you need to attend my masterclass. So first thing you need to do is go to getvisibleWithVirtual.com. Hey, it's Chris, and really quick, I know you're enjoying the video, but hey, if you are thoroughly enjoying this video, would you please do me a quick favor really quick? First and foremost, would you hit the like button? Give me a thumbs up if you definitely are enjoying this video. Also, secondly, would you go ahead and subscribe to this channel? And then when you subscribe, make sure you click the bell. It should be a bell as well, so that way you're notified each time when I upload something new. And if you're thoroughly enjoying this, I want to know, leave me a comment. Tell me what you're finding most valuable about this as well. And so let me know by leaving a comment below as well, my friend. It will encourage me to continue to upload more content like this as well, my friend. So again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you checking out my YouTube channel. Now, let's get back to your video. But the second thing you need to do, and we'll touch on this a little bit too in the masterclass, you have to understand that in order for me to be able to create that six figures in such a compressed amount of time, I had to take on the mindset of that first. See, one thing I've discovered is this. A lot of folks wish and hope and pray for success in their business, but they don't have the mindset in advance to bring that to fruition. Let me give you an example. I did a training called Success Habits. Because one thing I have discovered is this. You are your habits. Think about that. You are your habits. What you have today, what you have manifested around you, what you have created in your business, what you have created in your personal life, are your habits. When you get up in the morning, it's habitual. And, right? First thing you do, it's habitual. The way you address people, it's habitual. right? So you are your habits. And that means that since that is a fact that you are your habits, there's something that creates your habits, right? This is some deep stuff. So you say these are your habits right here, right? Now, if you guys listening to me, just imagine I got my hand up on a certain, like I got my hand up shoulder level right now, or chest level right now, right? Now, those are your habits, and that has formed everything you have in the physical form in your life today. Well, above that is what I call a paradigm. Now, your paradigm is what? Your paradigm forms your habits. Your paradigm controls your thinking. Your paradigm is what you do without thinking, right? Here's a good example. There's a certain segment of people in America who sees America one type of way, especially dealing with law enforcement, dealing with social justice, equal rights, and all that kind of stuff, right? And a certain segment of people have a paradigm that is totally opposite than another segment of people. Now, both people in those groups, this paradigm has formed their habits. And a paradigm is something that you do without thinking. It's the same thing true in the church. I noticed this when I really grew to the point where God took me from a religious Christian and gave me a kingdom paradigm shift, and I became a kingdom citizen, right? For example, it's hard for me to have a discussion with a religious Christian about the kingdom because they have a paradigm, right, that controls their conscious and their subconscious and controls their habits and behavior. And they will do things that falls in line with their paradigm. Unless there is something that we call a paradigm shift, right? That's why Jesus told his opponents, it wasn't the world. It wasn't, quote unquote, what we call sinners, which is crazy, right? It was the so-called religious people who thought they knew God because of their paradigm. And it's the same thing today. Those of us who get a kingdom revelation, our biggest opponents or the Christians who kept that same paradigm that has been passed down from Catholicism, from church history, and from tradition and rituals, right? And it's hard for people to break that stuff because it's sacred to them. Right? Well, here's the deal. There's one thing I discovered. If you are going to create a six-figure business, especially in a short amount of time, but this period, you have to begin by having habits that are called success habits. I had an associate of mine years ago wrote a book called Rich Habits, Poor Habits. And he talked about the difference between those who are poor and those who are rich. And he broke down like these different habits. And it was true because, see, if you don't have habits that form and will create success, it doesn't matter how much you want to create a six-figure business. Case in point, I've seen people invest money in programs and trainings, different things like that, right? To help them get to the next level. But what was missing was the success habits, right? They did not have the success habits to already created or already formulated in their life in order to manifest that business. The reason I was able to go from $39,000 a year to creating six figures in a 60-day span was because prior to that, I was forming these success habits, right? So even when I had a $39,000 a year business, I had the habits that were creating a six-figure plus business. See what I'm saying? I wrote this down. See, there are certain habits that you have to begin to do right now if you are going to create a six-figure business. There are certain habits that they're not arbitrary. They're not negotiable. What are some? Let me give you some. Now, what was I talking about? Oh, what are some of the habits? Right? Well, one habit is organization. How organized are you? One habit is overcoming procrastination. Do you allow procrastination to stop you from doing what you need to do? Another habit is being courageous and not allowing fear and doubt to stop you to do the things you need to do. Another habit is being willing to invest financially in yourself to get the results that you want. Right? These are success habits. Another habit is writing down goals, right? And putting deadlines on them to perform those goals. Right? I'm just giving you just some random right off the top. Right off the top. I'm looking at my notes and these are not even on there. There are certain habits that a high performer has to have in order if you're going to become a high performer. See, if you don't have high performance habits, it doesn't matter how much you pray. It doesn't matter how much you desire, how much you want. You will never create a high performance business. Because why? Remember, you are your habits. How much time do you spend watching the social television? I'm talking about watching something educational all right, but how much time do you spend reading a book? Right? How much time do you spend on personal development? How much time do you spend on producing instead of consuming? See, all these things are habits that I formed prior when my business was doing $39,000 a year, right? To allow me to get to that place to create a six-figure business in 60 days, right? See, you have to have the mental first in order to receive the physical. Most people have it inverted. Most people want the physical, and yet they have not formed the mental. Or then we get real lazy, as religious folks do, and they pray to God and beg God to bring that lottery ticket. It doesn't work that way. God doesn't bless mess, right? You can ask God to bless your business all day long. He won't if it's messy. It's your stuff organized. It's set up strategically, right? I mean, it's just it's so many things that we miss. These different habits of success, right? So I hope this helped you. I hope this kind of give you a different vantage point. See, you have to understand the mental game first. Because one thing you will learn and discover if you hang around me long enough, I've learned and discovered that 90.8% of your success, I think I said 92.8% of your success is the mindset. And the 7.2% are their specific strategies and things of that nature, right? The methods. But what most people lack is the mentality. If you know, and so do you have the habits, that will form success, that will manifest success? If not, you need to create them, right? If not, you need to create them, because that's the only way. Wishing, hoping, praying, begging, pleading, manipulation, none of that stuff will work without the habits. And willpower doesn't work. A lot of folks try to rely on willpower. Yeah, I am going to do this week. I am going to wake up at 2:00 in the morning every day for the next 3 weeks. No, you're not. If you've never done it before in the last 40 years, you're not going to all of a sudden cold turkey and do that. Why? Because your mind and body has been conditioned for 30, 40 years to do things in a certain way. That's why I say it used to be it takes 21 days to form new habits. Now it's like 40 days. Why? Because what most people do, you try something for a little while, then you fall off. Why? Because it's foreign, right? Success is foreign, even though you were created to succeed. And that starts from my schooling. Unfortunately, the school system doesn't teach you how to create success. They teach you how to get grades, and that doesn't mean success. There's a lot of people with A's working at McDonald's, right? And a lot of people with D's owning multi-million and billion-dollar companies, right? So the school system is flawed. So the church overall is flawed. It doesn't teach you how to get certain life skills and business skills and people skills and mental skills. You know, it doesn't teach you those things. It doesn't prepare you on really how to live on earth and be productive. It really teaches you how to be religious and get ready to go to heaven, right? So there's so many different things, habits that have become second nature to us. We don't even see them as habits. We don't even see them as choices because it's in your subconscious. Like, how do you value your time? Well, you can't value time if you don't have a clear vision. Do you have a vision for your business that's written down? I got my vision right here. Do you have a purpose statement that's written down? Right? Do you have something that you can see that keeps you on track? A lot of folks be saying, I need help staying focused. Well, if you need help staying focused, that tells me that you have not discovered your assignment. Because the moment you discover your assignment, focus is no problem. If you need help staying focused in order to build and grow your business, then you're not in what you should be doing. I'm not putting you down. I've been there. And so I can speak firsthand. I know firsthand experience on how to be distracted. I can remember I went from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing to thing to thing because I wasn't focused, because I wasn't doing what I should have been doing. I was in it for the wrong one reason, and that was the wrong reason: money. If you're in business just for money, get out. Because you won't stick with it long. Because why? It's hard. It's hard building a successful business. It's simple, but it's hard. If it was so easy, everybody would have a 6-figure plus business. And you and I both know everybody does not. But I have a system in place that if you follow it and implement things I'm sharing, and I got a 5-pillar method. If you follow that, you will get success. And you will have a 6-figure business faster than what you think. You can have a 6-figure business in 90 days if you follow my methods that I teach inside my God's Masterpiece Rapid Success System. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. Why? Because I did it. Why? I have other clients who are doing it and growing as well. So if I can do it, other folks can do it, you can do it too. So hopefully you found this valuable. Let me know what you found most valuable about today's episode. Share it in the comments. If it's your first time checking me out, subscribe, leave a review. I want to know what you thought about this. Or would you like for me to give you a plan to double your leads, clients, and revenue every month for free? I'm happy to help you design a custom marketing plan for your business, identify your perfect target market of prospective clients, and show you how to have them coming to you asking to enroll in your program. This way, you'll be able to get more leads without prospecting the wrong people, talking to tire kickers, or unrealistic people who want to waste your time. I offer this service because I am a consultant specializing exclusively in helping coaches, consultants, and experts go from overworked, overwhelmed, and underperforming to enjoying a full sales pipeline and more revenue. And there's a good possibility your niche has a large pocket of underserved clients who would be very responsive to the marketing plan I'll be giving you for free. And if you find the plan that I create for you valuable, you might want to become a client. If this is the case, my fee starts at $3,000, which is less than your earnings from acquiring one client. However, with that said, please understand that I am not offering you a sales pitch in disguise. I promise not to pressure you or pester you in any way at all. In fact, if you feel I've wasted even 1 second of your time, let me know and I'll immediately send you $500 to compensate you for your time. But before we can go further, you need to know I can't help everyone. I can only be of benefit to coaches, consultants, and experts whose average value per client is $3,000 or more, who are actively promoting and getting 500 unique visitors to their website each month, and have an email list of 250 plus potential clients, who are willing to advertise and able to execute, and who are enthusiastic and coachable. Here's what I want you to do next. If you want to schedule a planning session with me, simply click the link below. Once you do, you'll see a form to complete with a few questions about your business and what you're looking to accomplish. Once I have that information, I'll do some market research for you and we'll set up the time to go over it together. So schedule your call below now. I look forward to speaking with you soon.